veganism impact the health of the individual? Hi, I'm Cassie Palumbo, and I'm a vegan of only 6 months, and I'm here to tell you about the amazing health impacts of a vegan lifestyle. So have you ever asked yourself, what is a vegan? What are these people talking about? I don't even know what that means. Well, I'm here to tell you the definition of veganism. The definition of veganism is a way of living which excludes exploitation, cruelty, and violence to animals for food, clothing, or any other purposes. So why is this such a crazy thing to be fighting for? Well, having a vegan diet means eating only plant-based foods and avoiding all meat and dairy products. Wow, this is a lot to avoid already, and people are already signing off. Well, keep an open mind, because vegans eat all kinds of fruits, vegetables, nuts, grains, seeds, beans, pulses, anything you could think of that doesn't come from an animal. Vegans are eating that, and they're finding out cool ways to mix it together and eat it so that it tastes amazing and it makes your body feel amazing. But it's not just about the diet. Compassion is a key reason why many people choose a vegan lifestyle and sustain a vegan lifestyle. So more people are turning towards veganism for its health benefits, which include increased energy, younger-looking skin, eternal youth. And these plant-based diets are rich in protein, calcium, other essential vitamins, minerals, nutrients that are low in saturated fats, high in calcium, packed with fiber and antioxidants, which will help decrease some of the major problems within our society, those health problems such as obesity, cancer, heart disease, diabetes. So the vegan diet is super high in vitamin C and fiber and very low in saturated fats. And the saturated fat diet is basically one of a meat eater and a dairy eater. So if we exclude those products from our diet, we should see a major decrease in all of our world's major health problems. So why aren't we doing this? Why is not everyone in the world implementing a vegan lifestyle? I can tell you why. It's because we are manipulated. We can be manipulated by our government, by the health industries, by the commercials. Our whole society is manipulated into believing a certain fact. So one of these facts is that eating meat is necessary to get our protein. We can't get protein without eating meat, and we have to drink cow's milk to get strong bones and not to get osteoporosis. Well, these two facts and many of those other facts that are given to us about the meat and dairy industry are not true, and they're not based on solid facts. They're just implanted in us with those milk commercials, those cool, funny commercials. We're like, oh my gosh, we have to drink milk. No, we do not have to drink milk to get those vitamins and nutrients. They are in plants, they are in seeds, they are in nuts, they're in all these things, but we are not told that. We are told these lies so that these meat and dairy industries can increase their profit. We keep buying them, we keep getting fatter, we keep up with all those health problems. Well, these lies are told solely for profit, not for the benefit of us, for our animals, for other people who could be living off of all the food that is given to cows. Cows are given thousands upon thousands of grains a day, which could be feeding all these people who are starving in other parts of the world. When we are not thinking about the big picture, when we are not seeing those lies that are given to us in our society, our food is coming from harsh conditions, it is coming from factory farming. We don't want to believe it, but we tell ourselves lies constantly as we're eating our meat. We're not thinking about where this food came from to get on your plate, to get on your hamburger that you're eating at McDonald's. You're eating it so mindlessly, you're not thinking about where it came from. And where it came from was a horrible place where these cows or any other animal were standing for their whole entire lives. On all fours, they're standing. These female cows are being raped so that they can constantly be pregnant, so they can be producing milk. Other animals are injected with hormones. Cows, pigs, they're all being slaughtered while we are just mindlessly blocking that out of our mind. And we're not thinking about compassion. We're not thinking about how it might not be healthy for us to digest a rotting carcass. We're not thinking about that when we eat, and we need to start thinking about that so that we can start living a healthier lifestyle. So let's talk about cow's milk. It's meant for a baby calf to turn into a huge cow. That is why cow's milk is produced, and it is not meant for us to be drinking. And I can tell you why. 75% of our population is lactose intolerant. So why would a huge chunk of the population be not okay with eating this product if it wasn't meant for our body? I think that our bodies are telling us the truth. Also, the number one cause of food allergies among infants and children is cow's milk. Not peanuts, not anything else, cow's milk. Calcium does the body good. We know this. But is cow's milk the best way to do this? To intake that? Maybe not. This has the highest consumption of milk, but also the highest rate of osteoporosis. So why is this? Cow's milk does not lead to strong bones. We can see it in the fact that soy milk has the same amount of calcium and it actually has a higher fiber content, and it doesn't come from an animal. Therefore, it has no cholesterol, while cow's milk does have these horrible things. Calcium can be attained even by eating plants. Just think of this analogy for a second. An elephant is huge. It has the strongest bones, and it gets its calcium from plants. It's not going to the cow and drinking its milk. The elephant is huge, has the strongest bones, it's eating plants. So I think we could also have strong bones if we solely were eating a plant-based diet. So eating a plant-based diet, why would we do that? Well, despite what we've been taught, we are not carnivores. We do not have sharp teeth like cats. We are not meant to attack our food and eat it. If we're told to go and devour a pig, without claws, without a jaw that opens wide like other carnivores, without the sharp teeth. We can't sprint like cheetahs can to attack our live animals for food. We can't dig in and kill our food and naturally eat it like that. Why would we be trying to do it another way? We are not naturally made to be a carnivore. We have 30 feet of intestines in our body, while animals have half this. Therefore, their food travels out of their body quicker. Bacon is decomposing flesh. It's bacteria, it builds up, and our enzymes, we don't have enough enzymes to break it down like animals do, which leads to our clogged arteries, our high cholesterol, high blood pressure, our high risk of stroke and obesity. Animals don't suffer from those diseases because they eat what's right for their bodies, unlike we do. We are eating things that we are not naturally made to eat, therefore our body is struggling. Therefore we have all these problems. Our health problems are a huge issue because we are not eating what is right for our body. Some people say that we could be vegan and eat fish. Well, let's look at fish. It should not be eaten by pregnant women. If it can do so much harm, why would anyone want to eat that under any circumstance? Just pick up a newspaper, look at what's happening in the oceans right now. There's oil spills. Fish are naturally swallowing this oil, and then we catch them. We catch thousands of them, we overfish, and then we eat them. Is it great for our body that we're eating all that oil? Probably not. Yet everyone is so worried about protein. Everyone is protein crazy. You go vegan, he's gonna ask you where you're getting your protein. He's gonna ask you, and he's gonna ask you, and he's gonna ask you, and she's gonna ask you. And everyone's going to be so worried, where are you getting your protein? We only need 40 to 50 grams of protein a day. Well, if you go through and count how much protein a regular meat eater is getting, they are getting too much protein. We do not need to worry about our protein intake. We are, in fact, the large amount of society is eating too much protein, which is why we have an obesity epidemic. So we are told these lies to get us to eat certain things so that it can be profitable. But let's look again. Where are all these large animals in the animal kingdom? How are they large? Where are they getting their protein? Oh my God, they're getting it. The ape. The ape is a huge, strong animal. Where's he getting his protein? Bananas. He gets his strength and his protein from plants. And these animals also are the ones that are living the longest. Those plant-eating animals, they're living longer, they're sustaining longer, they're stronger. We need to stop worrying. We need to stop worrying about this vegan, crazy, extreme diet. A vegan diet, you're eating all the vitamins that you need. You're eating your fruits, your vegetables, your legumes, your whole grains, and your nuts, your seeds, and you can get everything you need. All the minerals, vitamins, nutrients, everything you need from a vegan, plant-based diet. eating those non-cruelty products, you're going to start to feel mentally better about what you're doing, and you're going to feel the difference in your body. You're going to have more energy, you're going to feel cleaner on the inside, and it's going to start to radiate on your outside appearance as well. So you still don't believe me, you still need more proof, you want more examples. Well, there's a real life example in so many vegan bodybuilders, but one, for example, Jim Morris, he came out publicly and released and said, I transitioned to a vegan while being a bodybuilder, my joint problem eased up. He talked about how his body and how our bodies in general are not designed to digest processed animal products like other carnivores. And he was having issues digesting his meat. His body was constantly trying to take care, and our bodies, if you digest meat, they're constantly trying to take care of this huge rotting carcass that you just put in it, trying to break it down. It can't concentrate on anything else within the body. It is putting off all those little tasks, those joint problems, those hip problems, anything you have in the body. It can't concentrate on anything but that meat that you just put in it, and it's trying to break it down and save your body. Found that eating all these great foods, its body started to just clean itself out. And we still don't believe that a vegan diet can be the solution to our problems. While studies have attacked this and they've tried to find a way to prove that a vegan diet will reduce those major health problems in the world. Studies have found that to reduce death, we need to reduce our saturated fat intake. And this comes directly from our cheese and our chicken. Well, if we want to start living longer and decreasing the amount of diseases in our society, we need to take on a vegan lifestyle. So let's talk about cancer. Cancer is a huge problem in our society, and everyone wants a solution. We're striving to find a solution and our cure for cancer. Well, I think it's right in front of our eyes. I think that switching to a vegan lifestyle will cure this. And not only I think that, studies have proved this to be true. We have seen in studies and in fact that cancer risk would go down on a vegan diet, yet it would put farmers in the meat industry in this huge economical problem. So it's not being released. This information is not told, or it is told and no one's really doing anything about it because profit and capitalism is making our world go around, and we do not want to stop that, even if it's for the benefit for the health of society and the world. It is even found that vegan blood fights cancer cells 8 times better than a non-vegan's blood. So it's also found that 5,000 hours in the gym on a meat and dairy diet is still no match for a plant-based diet. Also, the insulin-like growth factor goes down on a plant-based diet, which is one of the ways that vegan bodies protect themselves from cancer growth. And this can happen for as little as 11 days on a vegan diet. That's how much it can decrease the risk and the growth of cancer cells. So why isn't this happening? Cancer cell death shoots up on a vegan diet. Vegans even have lower diabetes rate, even at the same weight as a person eating meat. Meat consumption overall is just horrible for health. It is found that a higher intake of fruits and vegetables is correlated to decreased rates of depression and better overall mental health behavior. So, a plant-based diet can prevent nearly all causes of death. It could also treat them when you have the disease and you switch to a vegan lifestyle. And in some cases, it could even reverse those causes of death. You could reverse cancer, you could reverse obesity, diabetes, just from slowly switching to a vegan lifestyle. That's it. If our nation embraced a plant-based diet, we could solve significant causes of death. This is the number one health benefit from a vegan lifestyle. And this is just some of the vast amounts of information about the health benefits of being a vegan. There is so much information about this diet that is often left out because of profit. We want those meat industries and that dairy industry to make profit, so we are not told this information. I'm so happy to share this information because it's not just about the vegan diet and being healthy, which is an amazing amazing part of the diet. It's also about compassion, nonviolence, the environment, animals. It's about all of that. It's about our whole earth thriving, and we could thrive just simply from changing to a vegan diet. And once you're educated on all fronts, all parts of those sectors of veganism, not just the diet, then I don't see how anyone could deny a vegan lifestyle. I hope that you learned at least a little bit about the health improvements that can be made by switching to a vegan lifestyle, and ultimately I hope you can start to see the word vegan as not so harsh or negative or extreme, but rather see this lifestyle as a gateway to a healthier and a more kind future. Thanks.